Playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 60 or. I'm coming for you. Get it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And some room to run now. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6. Pull it high.
I'm coming after you.
2nd and 5. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. Get it all. Rest.
Now Barkley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, break.
50, Mike, 50. You don't know no better.
5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dennis under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
60 outlaw.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Dennis. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow. 80.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. You got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to cook up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes, his throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and it's 3rd and short.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Attack, attack! 15.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's complete. Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a few... field, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off play action. Dennis caught by the tight end Ertz. Past the 12, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Zach Ertz, 49 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
And Brandon, this is nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
You better be ready. 61, matchbox, light, get it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 4. Dancing to his left. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Smiley, 64,
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready, 50, plant.
Check 3, check 3.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Big grip.
Off the play fake. Dennis eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Down. 18 Gator.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, watch
Five.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. On first down, Barrett to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first and 10, here's Barrett. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10.
You must be dreaming. You go tight. You got tight. Go. Tight right there. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
To throw again, Barrett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. It's our time.
On third down, Barrett. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Guys take over first and 10 at the 30.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, Barkley. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Dennis. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. T.J. Hockenson, 43 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
60 outlaw, recon, 132 fighter.
Off the play fake. Dennis on the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Christian Travis. Big grip.
Off play action. Dennis. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
General West. Let's make 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through him. And he's loose again. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. He goes 105 yards on the kick return, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game, 31-31.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Off the play fake. Dennis. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 22. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
set. Pilot, 64, reach.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Sure.
Watch it.
Off play action. Dennis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Barrett looks to throw on first. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
After the sack on first down, Barrett flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 82 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on
through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
The game is tied at 38 all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
That's another Raiders first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They go play action here on first down. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Let's go. 30 base.
Here we go. He's coming.
You draw Porter. 5.
Back to throw. Dennis. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and 4. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Rush in.
80 weapon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dennis. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zach Ertz saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. Able to power through, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, well, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
That's just me and you. That's just me and you. Jim. 97's the mic.
They'll look to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive.
They got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse. That gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're New Orleans.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
They're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. And with this win, And an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire